Hello, twin flames out there. This is Dagmar, the spiritual healer. It's Monday, July 1st, 2019, and I decided to do this twin flame reading live for you guys. And I'd also decided to do a little bit of a different reading today, and that is called The Mirror, in terms of how you twin flames, you and your partner, or twin flame partner, mirror each other in certain aspects and the insights to that. So anyway, this should be an interesting reading. And again, the reason twin flames come together so much these days is because of the ascension process, to help us raise in our vibration so that we can move into the fifth dimension. It's really for the purpose of your healing. It's for the purpose of your growth. It's for the purpose of being able to get a hold of your soul purpose and really live the life you are destined to live in terms of your soul purpose, and also your spiritual awakening and growth. So anyway, if you want help on that journey, I'm a spiritual healer. I do that for a living. And I also do private readings. I do private twin flame consultations, as well as healings with twin flames, so that you can move forward in your journey in terms of what you're supposed to be doing in this life here. And so anyway, let's go ahead and get the reading started. But before we start it, if you're the first time on my channel, please hit the subscribe button and the bell button so you can get notified whenever I put out videos. I put out videos every week. And if you like this reading, this particular video, hit the like button. Also, if you would like to leave some comments below the video, maybe some questions you might have, I can answer them later for you. And if you have suggestions in terms of any subjects you would like to know about, I may be able to make a video out of it. If you would like to make that, also in the comments below. So let's get this whole thing started, you guys, and let's see if or what the twin flame reading is going to give us today here. So what we're going to be doing is looking at you and your twin flame partner. Whether you are in separation or not doesn't matter, or if you're in union doesn't matter. We're looking at you and then whatever twin flame partner you have. And what we're going to be looking at is initially the body in the here and now. So this card right here is for you in the body here and now. And then the mirror to that is your twin flame partner in the body here and now. Let's pull a card for that. And that is, okay, your partner in the body here now is awareness, okay? So you in the body in here now are clinging to the past at the moment. And your partner is actually gaining some awareness here. That's his mirror or her mirror to the whole thing. So now the mirror in the heart area, for you in the here and now, in the heart, you are the creator. Beautiful. Okay, that's your in the here and now in your heart. Now your partner or your twin flame in the here and now in his or her heart. Let's see what they have here going on. They're experiencing things. Okay, very nice. So in the heart, you're the creator and your partner is experiencing things. And let's see, in the mind, for you in the here and now, this is where you are in your mind. You are the master. Oh my goodness. Wow, look at that. Master. And your twin flame in the mind has understanding. Looking like the veil is opening up for them here. So it looks like you in the moment here are actually teaching your twin flame partner about certain aspects of things right now, which is kind of interesting. And it's interesting that in the body, what you're expressing in the body is that you're clinging to the past. You're holding on to the past. You haven't let go. It's causing your partner in the mirror aspect in his body to show you that he has some awareness here. So he's understanding certain things, okay? Also, or she, you also in the heart, you're creating things. You're creating this, whatever the situation is, okay? And your partner, your twin flame, is experiencing, on the aspect of experiencing whatever situation you're creating. In your mind, you're being the master, the enlightened one, okay? But your twin flame over here in the mind is actually starting to understand some things. There's some things opening up for them. The veil is kind of removing itself, if you will, for them. So that's kind of very interesting, the mirror, how that happens between the two of you. And then, of course, there is the mirror in terms of the inner spiritual purpose and the outer manifestation of the partnership. And what you have there is the melting or the merging, which is the intimacy. Well, actually, no, that's right, which is the intimacy. So the outer manifestation of the partnership in terms of the intimacy, the melting things together, is patience. Oh, that's very interesting. So you both have a patient in this whole melting together in the intimacy. And then the inner spiritual purpose of this patience is basically, of this intimacy, is your inner voice. So, externally you're expressing patience in your partnership right now, which is awesome. And the purpose of the whole thing, of the intimacy from the inner standpoint, is your guys' inner voice. You're starting to listen to your inner voice, which is your basically spiritual connection to yourself, right? To your higher self. You're starting to listen to that, which is really excellent. That's awesome. That's probably why there is also all this understanding and veil coming down for your partner, for your twin flame partner. So then the next one is actually the alchemy of togetherness. And so how is that expressing itself in the partnership, in the external aspect of it, of the togetherness? There's some intensity going on right now for you guys in that respect. In the partnership, that's the external expression in the partnership in terms of the togetherness right now. There's intensity. The purpose behind that, the inner spiritual purpose behind that intensity right now is harmony. So you want to get to harmony basically through what all is happening here, okay? So all that is happening right now is the purpose in terms of the togetherness is to be in harmony together. Beautiful. So then the last part is the blessing, the benefit, or the gift that you each give each other with what's happening here in the partnership. And the outer manifestation of the partnership of what the gift is maturity for both of you, okay? So that's your gift from the physical standpoint in the partnership, the outer manifestation. The gift you're going to get out of all this stuff you're doing is maturity. So you're going to actually experience growth is what it means, okay? Which is fabulous in the relationship, right? That's what we want. And the inner spiritual purpose behind everything that's happening here and the growth, the inner spiritual purpose is the integration. That's very interesting. Integration is the inner spiritual purpose behind all that's what's happening here. So the integration is most likely, it feels like the integration of some unresolved things, which is the reason you're actually clinging to your past over here. All right. Once you properly integrate whatever unresolved stuff, right, in the past, you experience maturity, you experience growth, as well as then harmony in the relationship. But right now, while you're going through this process, you're experiencing intensity, but you're being patient outwardly and you're listening to your inner voice. Okay. That is excellent. All right. So it's beautiful. It's basically the alchemy of, what we're all here designed to do in the twin flame ship is to grow. And the reason we grow is because we integrate our unresolved past. Okay. While we learn from experiences on a soul level, when we experience pain and we don't fully digest it, we kind of shove it because of whatever reason, and have done so in the past many times over, also in past lifetimes. What happens is the soul cannot learn from the undigested pain, if you will. But when we go back there and actually digest it and heal it and integrate it properly, okay, then we're able to move from the past into the present moment. And as we're integrating, we're also growing from it, because the soul is actually taking the wisdom from the experience as you're integrating it properly. So you're actually transforming pain into wisdom for the soul, if you will, as you're digesting the pain properly from whatever the past issues are. Now, if you need help with this process, quite often this process, happens on some level naturally. However, there's more often than not, when we don't understand what's happening, it actually can lead to, that we're kind of shoving it again and we're not growing from it, which in this case sounds like the twin flame is actually working on integrating that, which is awesome. But sometimes, working with a spiritual healer or guide in regards to that can yield way faster results in the process of doing this. While we may spend years and lifetimes sometimes working on this stuff in a natural setting, I guess, if you will, usually it's walking through the thick of the mud, basically, is how we're dealing with it in a natural way. So like the abused might have to be in an abusive relationship to experience abuse in order to connect with the old pain of abuse so they can finally heal it, type of a thing. But if you want to go faster, if you want some help with this whole journey, that's what I do. Please feel free to connect with me on that level. And let's see what I want to pull one more card over here with in respect to the Kuan Yin cards, which are beautiful. Kuan Yin is an Asian master like Jesus is in our culture, except in the Asian culture. And so let's see what Kuan Yin says, what the benefit of all this is, all this work that the twin flames are right now doing with this whole integration of the past and growing from it and all that good jazz. And the ultimate benefit here is Sweeping Sister Willow. And let me kind of go over what that particular card indicates in this booklet. There's the messages are just so beautiful listed here that I couldn't say them exactly as it says in the book here, but we can talk about it more afterward. But I'll read you what it says here. So Sweeping Sister Willow, 98. All right, here we go. So Sweeping Sister Willow gently brings you healing for forgiveness and release of old pain. Now, isn't that what I just said over here? It's so beautiful, the synchronicity of all this. Okay, it's amazing. Let her branches gracefully sweep away any sadness and pain from your heart and soul. Your time for greater inner freedom is dawning, and the cleansing sadness and healing of forgiveness is the pathway to that greater freedom now. You deserve this freedom, and you are swiftly becoming ready to gift it to yourself with the help of Kuan Yin. So it's beautiful, of course, as we integrate the past integration of the past. We grow, and we also, create freedom for our soul with it, because this unresolved stuff, that's what's holding us back, is also the prison walls within ourselves, right, that we created. So, the more that stuff you heal and integrate, the more freedom of your soul you experience. So here it says, forgiveness is a way to raise your vibration by shedding old energies that drain you and prevent you from having all your power available to you now. It is a chance to free yourself from suffering and empower yourself. Sweeping Sister Willow guides you to forgive others and yourself abundantly and freely now. You may be very aware of your own need for forgiveness, or this may come as a surprise to you. In which case, be open to hearing the truth of who or what needs to be forgiven and released from Willow Mother, from deep within your own heart. It may be a small incident from when you were a child, or a significant experience that you have just put to one side in an effort to carry on with your life. This approach has been admirable, and yet there is always a time to confront, forgive, and move on. Not just in mind, but genuinely in the body. Yes, so true. This oracle indicates that you are in process of forgiving others, and that you also need to remember to forgive yourself for being human and needing to learn and grow just like everyone else. You do not have to be perfect, and sometimes it is in forgiving ourselves that we become most able to forgive others too. We suffer less from harsh judgments, which do not feel good for our heart and drain our soul forces. Instead, we experience more kindness, sweet nurturing from Sweeping Sisters Willow, Kuan Yin in her form of forgiveness and healing, and enjoy more peace of mind. So there you guys go. This is all about the integration again, as I said, of the unresolved past. And ultimately, it is the freedom of your soul that you're trying to achieve, and the growth, and your own spiritual awakening, which also may lead to, to your soul purpose, or getting kind of closer to that soul purpose. What are you here to do on this earth? This is why twin flames are coming together. And, again, I specialize in this journey. I specialize in quantum healing. I specialize in past life regression, and the soul wisdom that it takes to really understand, where you are, what it is you're doing. And on a soul level, I'll take you through an entire journey of yourself through the subconscious mind to basically help you specifically integrate certain pain points that are coming up for you right now. And that's what my specialty is. And in the process, help you reconnect with your gifts and your soul purpose, so that you can actually live your divine destiny here on earth right now. Because that is what the twin flames are coming together for, to help each other do that. But, sometimes we need a bit of a helping hand in the process, because we have not, passed that on through ancestors as well, since we've been so disconnected, from our spiritual selves throughout time here. So anyway, this is my offer to you. If you would like that help, please connect with me through my website. It's thespiritualhealer.info. You can click on it at the top right hand corner, and just find all my information there, all my services, and connect with me. I do offer complimentary consultations on the phone if you're unsure of whether you want to work with me or not, or if we're a good fit for each other. And I'd be happy to do that. And otherwise, I wish you a wonderful, beautiful journey in your twin flameship. And I will see you next week.